Hi everyone, it's Norm Lemke from Down Under Australia. I only heard of Don's condition a few days ago, and then of course his very sad passing, but I wanted to send a video memory of him. We met in New Zealand in Queenstown in about 1976. We formed a musical duo, and we were fortunate enough to be offered a 6-month gig throughout the entire ski season in one of the hotels. And as you can imagine, we were getting paid to party for basically 24 hours a day, which we did. We just had an absolute ball and became very close friends and have remained so ever since that time. When the ski season finished, Don and I and a few other friends travelled over to Perth, Western Australia, and Don and I got involved in a band called Cats and Jama Kids, which we enjoyed a lot and had a lot of gigs. But at some stage, Don felt that he wanted to start travelling back to Canada, and he and his partner Jane took a sailing boat from Perth up to Darwin. I understand they had a wonderful trip up there, obviously along the coastline, seeing all the features of that part of Western Australia, which is quite amazing as I understand it. Don and I stayed in touch quite regularly by phone. However, the next time I actually saw Don was when he paid a visit to Australia, I think it was 1981, and stayed with us in our house in Northbridge in Sydney, and showing around Sydney, of course, all the sights. We enjoyed having Don there, and I know he really enjoyed being there. The 80s came and went, but the next time I actually saw Don was when I travelled to Canada and stayed with him in his apartment in Vancouver. But wow, we had a trip across the Rockies in his black Buick convertible. Met up with his family. It was just an amazing trip, and to catch up with some friends in Banff that we actually knew and had met in New Zealand those years before. We all know how much Don enjoyed his sailing. Either as sailing itself or writing the books in directions of how to sail in different locations. And I understand he spent some time down the Caribbean chartering his boat out, which would have been a beautiful area. So, Don, I hope you're still sailing somewhere, mate. I hope you're enjoying yourself. The next time I caught up with Don was in 2010, when Denise and I travelled to America on our way to Nashville, but decided to make a detour and go and say hello to Don up in Vancouver Island. We travelled over by seaplane, which was a great way to go in terms of seeing the islands and inlets and so on, and then returned back to Vancouver via ship through the fjords. I haven't seen Don since then, but we have been communicating, so we know what's been going on with each other's lives. I miss him greatly. His friendship was very dear to me. He was like a brother. We had so much in common. We had played the music, we had played tennis together, we met up in different places, we just had a big laugh. And so much fun to be with. Rest in peace, Don. I'll miss you, and I'm sure a lot of other people will. Well, that's it, everyone. I hope you enjoyed it. It wasn't too long. I tried not to put too much information into it, which obviously I could have gone for ages. But main thing is just to celebrate Don, and rest in peace, Don. The spirit lives on, mate. We're still here. Rest in peace. I'm going to play a little bit of a chorus of a song I've recently finished, which is sort of a little bit of appropriate. I'll catch you another time. All the best. Bye-bye.